Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The drug dealers you mentioned.
Oh, Eddie, there's a time and a place. I don't want to talk about these things now. We've got nicer things to do. I want seconds.
Oh. Well, you're not having any. I've got to go to work. Come on.
Only gonna have a shower, you dirty boy.
I'll grab one back of the neck.
Eddie, when can we start using your flat?
Well, as soon as I've moved in there properly. Haven't even got a bed there yet. Oh, but... Ta-da! It's been delivered today.
But you can book me in.
Don't worry, Jess, you'll be the first to try it out. I'm going to be late. Another wonderful day knocking on old people's doors, handing them leaflets and telling them how not to get burgled.
Valuable work, Eddie.
Yeah, sure, but I'd rather be applying my brain to better things. Drug squad have got a vacancy coming up. I'm meeting one of their blokes this afternoon, a mate of mine. Tap him up. I could have done with some decent info.
Giving you the names of two pushers.
Kindergarten stuff. Look, why don't you do it properly? Let me register you as an informant, you'd earn a few bob.
No way.
All you'd have to do is keep your eyes and ears open when you're down the club.
Yeah, and then you really would treat me like one of your snouts.
No, I wouldn't. I don't do to them what I've just been doing with you. Can I help you, know? You always saying how hard up you are.
That sort of money's no good. Steve owes 12 grand on the club.
Oh, you worry about your darling husband, do you, Jess?
Yeah, I do.
You got a funny way of showing it sometimes.
Bloody horrible you are. Don't know why I spend any time with you.
No?
Oh, maybe I do.
I appreciate that using 3 days for house-to-house calls and leaflet drops is not exactly favourite, but the good news is it works. Oh, you deigned to honour us with your presence.
Yeah, sorry, Sarge. New flat, a few teething problems.
Yeah, right. I suppose that'll be you moving out next, George. Shacking up with that young nurse of yours.
Not quite yet, Gary. No.
All right, let's get back to the matter in hand. Now, that was the good news. The bad news is that the bogus callers are still at it, just about every day. Isn't that right, Duncan?
Yeah, more sick and elderly people burgled
no gaff.
yesterday. That was at Central Avenue, Baileybrook Drive and Tallow Street. They were all done.
Streets that haven't been leafleted. Obviously, the bogus callers are going to work those areas that haven't been stop chain checked.
Which leaves us 3 hot spots still to cover today, which is Marlam Street through to Asquith Road and the Bevan Park area. Not forgetting the wonderful Canley Fields, yeah?
People have to be warned about a couple. Early 20s, white. He poses as a waterboard man. The woman is a social worker. People need to be told about their routines.
We've still no idea how these bogus callers target their victims or how they move around the area.
All right, pick up your streets off Duncan. And remember, he is the officer in the case. And I want a bit of CID uniform teamwork for a change.
You know, what I want to know is, if it's teamwork that we're after, how come CID aren't doing some of the legwork?
That's because we're a lot prettier than your age, do you know what I mean?
How's your new flat, Eddie?
I'll play your cards right, Vix. You might get to see it. I've got a new bed being delivered today. The van's going to give me a bell when they're a couple of minutes off. And what do you reckon, eh? Wouldn't take a sec to pop over to the flat and let them in.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Ah, there we go again. Stop, chain, check. Pain in the bloody neck.
It's called crime prevention, Eddie.
It's typical cry, I get schlepping around.
Oh, yeah, and how would you set about catching these bogus callers then, Eddie?
Well, I'll take the next left and I'll show you.
OK. There's your next left. Put your money where your mouth is.
Nice one, Vix. Right, pulling over there.
What are you saying?
Don't ask. Won't be long.
Don't be. The others will be leafleting by now.
Yeah, I know. It's just like school, isn't it? Oh, don't come in. The person I'm seeing, they're very sensitive.
2 minutes.
Seven down. What does a DS in drug squad drink when he's on duty?
Brandy.
Make it a double. I ain't got time for a single.
I'm in the high street, got an RTA, which is a pain to stop, and I need an ambulance ready, over. Yes, all received. I'll get on to Oscar, over.
Yeah, ain't no sunshine and roses on our side of the sewer, Eddie.
Oh, drug squad's got to be a lot better than sun out.
Anyone over there know you want to leave yet?
Well, I'll let them know when I've sorted a nice, clear flight path out.
No second thoughts?
You're joking. I can't stand the place. Oh.
We're down your neck of the woods tonight. Got a raid on.
Yeah, Paulie, that drug squad job, it's got my name on it, hasn't it?
Not just that, me, Eddie. Listen, if you want to put yourself in line for a job with us, mate, you got to do a bit better than those 2 pushes you just given me.
Yeah, I know they're relatively small.
Small? They're minute. I've got a DI breathing down my neck. I need to nick quality drugs bodies. You want me to do that? Do your job application at Para, good.
I'm working on someone. Yeah, it's imminent. It's very imminent.
So it's a job vacancy. Best make sure it's in time for that, yeah? Aye, aye. Watch out, the nanny's about. Asking her to join us?
No, Paulie, I'm not. I don't want anyone knowing about me and that drug squad job.
Pity. Suddenly I could have stayed a bit longer.
Yeah, catch you later. Thought I asked you not to interfere.
You said 2 minutes. We've got work to do, Eddie. We're supposed to be leafleting Colmore Street.
Yeah, well, I was working too, yeah? I mean, what do you think I was doing in there?
Well, how should I know? You wouldn't tell me, remember?
I was putting out feelers about the bogus callers. I'm disappointed in you, Vicky. You're just like all the others.
Meaning what, exactly?
You don't trust me. I mean, how late are we? 10 minutes, not the end of the world, is it? I mean, I'm not saying what I was doing in the pub will come to anything. Probably won't. At least I got the ball rolling. You know, put the word out.
Is that who that bloke was? Your snout?
It's nothing official. I was just doing my best, but obviously that's not good enough.
It's not that people don't trust you, Eddie. It's that no one knows where they are with you. You won't work as a team. You're out there, doing it on your own, like some kind of lone ranger. It's not funny, Eddie. And I'm not like all the others.
Stop, chain, check. Can you remember that?
I thought you were Meals on Wheels.
Meals on Wheels don't wear policemen's uniforms now, do they? He's a silly old stick.
I mean, when he knocked.
What's that?
What's what?
Sorry, Mrs. South, it's me.
It's all right, it's him.
What's him? I thought it said, let nobody in.
Hold on a moment, Sarge.
Oh, don't be stupid. We've got to let people in.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. and Mrs. South. I've got my sergeant on the line. Afraid something rather important to come up.
If in doubt, keep them out.
Keep them out.
Who?
Can you go over it again?
Sorry, Mrs. South, I haven't got the time. Any problems, you dial 999, we'll be straight round. Hi, sexy. Did you get your hair done? What's up, Jess? Well, why can't you tell me over the phone? Well, how urgent's urgent? No, I'm at work now. All right, yeah, I'll have to wangle it. I'll see you at the club. Well, as soon as I can. Oh, and Jess, this had better be important, yeah?
2 down, 8 to go. How you doing?
Oh, Vic, something's turned up.
I'm not your bed. We've only just got here.
No, you know that bloke you saw me with in the pub? He's got something.
That was quick. How reliable is he, this informant of yours?
Oh, he's pretty surefire. Of course, still might not come to anything. What do you reckon? Well, the thing is, Vix, nobody else is anywhere near nicking these bogus callers. It'd be a pity if we let a chance go by.
I suppose you've got to follow it up.
Yeah, I reckon. Well, look, I can finish my houses when I get back. And if necessary, I can always work through my refs.
Yeah, there you go. You'll need the car, Lone Ranger.
Cheers. See you later.
Hi, Trudie.
Steve.
What's brought you in with your day kit on?
Oh, working nearby, you know.
What do any of you lot know about work?
Oh, an authority on it, are you? Work?
Oh, what I was trying to say
It wasn't worth listening to first time, Ewan. Want a drink, Eddie?
What, you open?
No, I just stopped taking. And that's the wallpaper having a pint.
No, I won't, thanks, Steve. Jess not around?
No, she's having her hair done. Been hours. What's up, then?
Well, we've got bogus callers working the area. A man and a woman, 20s. They're targeting old-timers, pretending to be water board officials or social services or whatever, you know. They con their way in, then nick whatever they can lay their thieving hands on.
That's bad, that.
So I just wonder if you put the word out around the club, find out if anyone knows something.
Yeah, sure we will.
See, so times like this, we could use a little bit of help from upstanding members of the community.
It's no good looking in that direction. Bit useless, are you, Ewan?
Who says I'm useless? I know about it.
Know about what?
About how the old folk get shafted.
Don't waste our time, Ewan.
Enlighten me.
Well, it's dead simple. All they do is follow the Meals on Wheels van. And they make a note of who it calls on, like.
How do you know this?
Well, I heard people talking about it.
Heard who talking about it?
I don't know, people. Like he says, I'm just a wallpaper having a drink.
This could fit.
Told you.
Check it out, can you?
Yeah, I better go. Yeah, his next couple of pints are on me. There you go.
See? Who says I'm useless?
Yeah, say hello to Jess for me.
See you, Eddie.
Where were you, Jess?
Thank God I caught you!
Yeah, well, I'm going now.
Eddie, wait!
Yeah, you may have expected to notice, Jess, but I've work to do.
I've got something much more important.
Yeah, for you, probably.
But wait! I've got the big information that you've been begging me for. You want to join Drug Squad? I've got what you need.
You better not be mucking me about, Jess.
Oh, no.
Go on.
Someone's turned up. Blast from the past. His name's Ferguson. Don't know his other name. He's known me from years back when I was a teenager.
And?
He knew me when I was on the game.
So, what's he want?
Well, he's a sort of fixer.
Who for?
Big stuff. He's always been a sharp operator.
So?
So, what he does now is he sets up businesses for laundering drugs money.
What, he told you that straight out?
Yeah, we had to. He wants me to set up a deal with Steve.
Your old man wouldn't touch that with a barge pole.
I know, but I said yes. I've agreed to set up a meeting.
Well, you're wasting your time.
Look, I've done this for you. You're always going on about how you want to nick a quality drugs body. Well, Ferguson is one. He's got loads of money. The first thing he said to me that he'd wipe off all the debts of the club. That is 12 grand for a start.
That's why you agreed.
Yeah, well, that sort of cash should really sort me and Steve out.
Oh, yeah, sort most people out.
Eddie, this is the chance that you have been dying for.
Well, Steve's a problem. How did we get around that?
Steve's not a problem. Ferguson doesn't know what he looks like. You could be my husband. Well, you've never minded being him in other ways.
No, Ferguson will find out.
Not if we work fast. Look, if I get my cash, then you get Drug Squad to nick him, and then they give you a job for being so clever.
Well, where and when does Ferguson want this meeting?
5 o'clock this afternoon in the foyer of the London Dock Hotel.
Well, 5? Why'd you agree to that? You know I'll be working.
Because that's when Ferguson thinks Steve is free.
Oh, 5. I can't do it, Jess. I'm busy.
What? Oh, warning pensioners. We weren't so keen on that this morning.
Well, you don't understand. Things have changed since then. I've got some possible info back there. Could be very useful.
What? In the club?
Yeah, well, it needs checking out, but these bogus callers, I could crack it.
Eddie, we've got our own thing going on here now. You can't let anyone at Sunhill know that you've got connections with the high hat.
Yeah, well, you know.
Look, make up your mind. Do you want to earn a few Sunhill brownie points, or do you want to move on to bigger things?
Yeah, you're right.
What are you doing? You'll be Steve.
Yeah, we go ahead with your meeting.
Hey! Oh, God, I knew you would let me down.
Yeah, well, Ferguson's a window of opportunity. He's just come at an awkward time, that's all. If I give the tip-off about the Meals on Wheels, well, I could get drawn right into it. Right now, I need to keep a free hand.
So you're not going to tell anyone what you've heard in the club?
I'll find a way of passing it on through someone else. Now, don't worry, no one will know where the info came from. Better get back. I'm supposed to be leafleting Colmore Street, yeah?
Yo, Eddie, if we're supposed to be meeting Ferguson, then you better do something about your clothes.
Yeah, I'll call back at the flat, get some gear.
Eddie, this is your ticket out of Sunhill. Think about it.
I am. Oh, Jim, might have something interesting for you.
Oh, what's that?
These bogus callers, the couple that are doing it, are targeting their victims by following the Meals on Wheels wagon.
Well, how'd you work that out?
Eddie had a tip-off.
Well, yeah, I also checked it out on Chris. Every victim is on the Meals on Wheels list.
So why are you telling me?
Well, your uniform now, Jim. We stick together. You haven't had a decent arrest since the Baker brothers on your first day. You could use it. And my informant's still a bit unofficial. Huh? I'd like to keep it that way.
Yeah, why not? I'll mention it to Sergeant Cryer. Thanks, Eddie. I owe you one.
Pleasure.
You've been busy.
Yeah.
The drug squad have got a raid on round tonight. They're a couple short. Anyone for overtime?
Sarge.
Me.
All right, Gary and Vicky. Right. If the two of you can be in a half an hour before the end of the shift to attend a briefing from D.I. Springett and D.S. Timpney.
Lovely, thanks.
Right.
What was Cryer on about just then?
Oh, the drug squad have got a raid on tonight. He's looking for volunteers.
Well, overtime? Well, I'm up for that.
Well, he only wanted two of us, and Vicky and I do.
I can't really do with the money. The only reason I missed out was because I was getting you a cup of tea.
Oh, cheers, Dave.
Hey, Vix, why don't you let Dave have your overtime slot?
Well, why should she? She got in first. Why don't you ask Gary to swap his slot?
Forget it.
This could work.
Well, of course, they're not necessarily going to be following the Meals on Wheels van every day.
No, but we are covering more and more areas with the stop, chain and check, which must mean that the bogus corners are looking for fresh territories. What I'll do is I'll call the Meals on Wheels service, find out what rounds we haven't leafleted, because those will be the ones that the thieves will be following.
Well, if they do, they shouldn't be too hard to spot.
No. So we put one plainclothes officer in each of the Meals on Wheels vans, linked back to you and Duncan in the unmarked car. Be like being in CID again, Jim. Well done.
That was a bit noble of you back there, Eddie. Making a break for letting Jim Carver take all the credit.
Oh, yeah.
So much team spirit about today. The old Lone Ranger's turning into a knight in shining armour. Actually, Eddie, you are doing rather well.
That must come as a shock.
No, I've always rated you. As a copper.
That drugs raid you've signed up for tonight.
Yeah?
Can't you opt out of it? God, Dave Quinnan's been on flat money since he got out of hospital.
I think you've done enough do-gooding for one day, Eddie.
Yeah? Yeah, hold on. It's my new bed. They're ready to deliver.
Here, I hope you've got a degree in engineering, mate.
Why's that, then?
Because you're going to need to be a genius to put that model together.
Yeah, we'll manage, yeah. Buy yourself a new joke book.
Oh, cheers. Come, Vince, let's start, but before we get nicked. Yeah, ta-da.
Oh, I bet this is going to be a right headache.
So this is the Mystery Palace. It's a great space.
Yeah, well, a lot to do. Look, can you hang on for a sec? I need to grab a few things while I'm here.
Sure. Okay. Can I have a wander?
Yeah. Help yourself.
It's not what I expected.
Oh, what was that, Vic? Some hole in the ground? I believe in having someone half decent to come back to.
It must have cost you an arm and a leg.
I've got confidence in my future earning potential.
What do you want your fancy gear for?
Never know. Might want to go out on the town.
Ooh. Yeah. There's some nice furniture and the right colours. Yeah, this could be quite classy.
That's what I'm planning. What do you reckon?
Oh, depends really on what you want.
Or what would you want, Vicky?
Same as you, probably.
No, I want Vix.
No. Tell me.
I want you to let Dave Quinnan have your overtime slot.
What? You bastard. You bastard! I'll kill you, Eddie Santini.
Kill me.
Colin Street, that's us!
Yeah. Sierra Oscar from 988. Show us dealing.
37, that's one of yours. You did get back and warn them, didn't you?
Did I, Hal?
Sierra Oscar from 92. I'll take that one too.
Quiet, that's all I need.
You left your guts for garters.
Yeah, don't I know it?
So what's happened?
Well, Duncan and I were around the corner on standby for the Meals and Wheels.
Yeah, I know all about that, but Eddie Santini and Vicky Hagan were supposed to be answering this call. What happened to them?
Well, I can't help you there, Sarge. Look, the victim's a major, and they've nicked all his war medals.
Oh, Sarge, this is Major Bill Knightley.
Sergeant Bob Cryer, sorry to hear about your setback, sir.
It was all so quick, Sergeant. I didn't notice a thing. It's not so much the money.
2 weeks' pension, £180 put by for the rent and change for the milk money.
It's my medals.
I understand, sir. What medals were they exactly?
So, Second World War stuff. Normandy, Belgium, Holland and Germany.
So you were in at the kill then, sir?
Got all the details here, Sarge.
It's losing the North African medals that really hurts.
So you were a desert rat, Major?
Queen's Royal Regiment, attached to the 7th Armoured Division. I don't know, he managed to survive that damn business, and then a couple of cheap shafters slip in and turn you over.
When was this exactly?
An hour or so ago, Sarge.
Eddie and Vicky should have been working the street around then. Where are they?
A woman come in and says she's a social worker. Blathering on about checking the number in my pension book to see if I'm eligible for some sort of prize.
A lucky numbers scam, Sarge. The Major's description fits the Ballybrook Drive and Tudor Street woman to a T.
Oh, I've got the book out to show. Keep it in there. Nice little thing. Just kept talking away.
How long was this for, sir?
Oh, I don't know, yak. A few minutes, I suppose. But after a while, I showed her out. She wouldn't accept a cup of tea. A little later, I decided to go and have a peep. That lucky number in my book. And hey presto, all my money's gone.
Which was in the jar with your pension book?
Yeah, didn't see her take it, though.
You said there were 2 thieves, sir?
Well, of course there were. She was with me all the time. But after about an hour, I drift into the front room, and then it hits me. Bang! All my memorabilia's gone. Some blighter must have slipped in and swiped the lot.
I'm afraid that's how it's done, sir. Are you insured?
Oh, yeah. Of course, the worst thing is...
And what is that, sir?
Do you know what an MC is?
A military cross?
Well, I don't shout about it. I don't mean.
Well, I sympathise, sir. Military cross is not easily come by.
It's part of me.
Yes, I understand, sir.
See you do, Sergeant.
600 from 469 receiving.
Go ahead, over.
Vans are ready to leave.
Right, you two better get down there, yeah?
On way, Bob. Out.
One thing I don't quite understand, sir. Why you let the woman in the first place?
No reason not to.
Well, you were warned, sir.
Warned?
Well, by our officer that called round this morning. Not to let any strangers in. It says specifically on the forms that he was handing out.
No, Sergeant. No officers, no leaflets.
Are you certain, sir?
Yeah.
No one showed you a leaflet like this?
No. I wouldn't have taken the door off the chain if I'd read this.
No, I'm sure you wouldn't have, sir.
Sarge?
PC Santini? Did either of these officers call on you today, sir?
No.
No, I thought not. Right, thank you, Major. We'll see what we can do.
Sure you will, Sergeant. Thank you.
The Major's a pensioner. Well, why wasn't he warned about the bogus corners?
Well, it's all down to me, Sarge. Vicky did everything she was supposed to.
And you didn't?
No, Sarge.
Why not?
Well, no excuses, Sarge. Had a bed being delivered to my new flat, and I left Vicky, took the car, and nipped back to let them in. I thought it'd only take about 10 minutes, but, well, the men got held up. And by the time they'd left, it was time for refs. So I had intended to come back here and finish off, but I'm afraid I went straight back to Sun Hill.
Eddie,
Right, Vicky, thanks. Please. Because of your neglect of duty, the Major has not only been robbed, but all of his war medals have been stolen.
Oh, that's really bad luck, Sarge.
No, it isn't! Bad luck's got nothing to do with it. It's your shabby treatment that's caused this. The Major is a war hero. He got the military cross for what he did at El Alamein. That's against Rommel. Now, all of that is lost. And why? Because while you were sorting out your domestic arrangements, the woman with the phony lucky numbers comes round here and robs him. You're bloody useless!
Very sorry, Sarge.
You will be. Pocketbook. This is absent from the beat. I want you in my office at 5.
5?
You heard. Be there. Right. Before you two go off and do the other street, I want this one leafleted. Maybe then nothing else will go amiss.
Sarge.
Why didn't you tell him? Why didn't you defend yourself?
Oh, what's the point? He's always had it in for me. This will make his day, this will.
But it had nothing to do with the bed. That was a totally different time. I mean, the reason you didn't get to do this house is because you were busy seeing your informant, getting information about the Meals on Wheels van.
Oh, forget it, Vix. That's not the problem.
The problem is you've just been cautioned, Eddie. You're in big trouble.
Yeah. 5 o'clock, Christ said. I've really got to find a way out of this. No, Jess, I'm not chickening out of it. I just needed to change the time you're meeting with Ferguson, that's all. Make it an hour later. We'll try and find him then. No, I can't leave you here. Look, get back to me, huh? Mr. Davies?
Yes?
Have you seen one of these, sir?
Is it important?
Yeah.
Can you have to read it to me? I can't see very well.
OK, Mr. Davies, here we go. It's a stop, chain, check leaflet to warn you against letting in these bogus callers.
Ah, yes, I know about them.
Oh, yeah? How's that then, Mr. Davies?
Well, I know some people it's happened to. Yeah. Mrs. Sednut and Bailey Brook Drive, Georgie Hamwell, Tallow Street, had the same woman steal from them. Leaflet's a good idea, though. It means no one in this street will get robbed.
Well, I'll be late for that, I'm afraid. Number 37's already been hit.
That's the Major's.
How Major Knightley do, sir?
Of course I do. Everyone does. Surprised to hear it happened to him.
Why's that, sir?
Well, he knows Georgie Hamwell very well. He must have heard about the lucky numbers lady. Maybe it was someone else who tricked him.
No, I don't think so.
Well, that is strange.
Yeah, isn't it? Look, if you don't mind, I'll leave this with you. And perhaps you can get a friend to go through it with you. Or...
Yeah, of course.
All right, thank you, Mr. Davies.
Yeah.
You've been very, very helpful.
Thank you.
Hello? What have you got on the Major?
Well, the usual stuff. Everything that was nicked.
Yeah, but what about on the Major himself?
Yeah, pension book, insurance, even get his army number. It's all in here. Why? Who wants to know?
Eddie Santini. Oh, insurance investigators? Well, yeah, I can give you one of them. He wants to run a few checks on him.
What for? The Major's the victim.
That's what I thought.
What's up?
Do me a favour, Vix. Whip back to base and run some checks for me.
Why don't you radio?
Well, because I don't want to share it with the whole world. Believe me, something that could get me out of trouble.
Army number. This is about the old Major. Why?
Well, I heard something. Look, I'll carry on with the houses.
You better. What happens if Sergeant Cry catches me back at the neck?
Well, make sure he doesn't.
Eddie, don't you think you're in enough trouble already?
Well, yeah. That's why I need you to help me get out of it.
Oh, don't ask me.
Vix, please. Please, yeah?
Right. And Eddie, for once in your life, do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, thanks, Vix.
Try it. You'll find it makes a nice change.
Oh, what? Jess, what are you doing here?
I've come to make sure that you get there. Did you organise some proper clothes?
Oh, yeah. Well, right now they're on their way back to the Nick.
Oh, bloody hell, Eddie.
Did you find Ferguson? Change the time?
Of course I didn't. God knows where he is. Look, come on, Eddie.
No, I told you I can't. I'm in trouble.
Look, whatever's gone wrong for you here can't be as important as this.
Jess, if I don't get Sun Hill sorted, it won't matter how many drugs bodies I nick. I could bring in half of Columbia and I still wouldn't get in a drug squad. And look, I've still got an hour. I'll see you there. Foyer of the London Dock Hotel, yeah?
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
5, yeah.
Yeah, will you be there?
You'll find Mrs. Pack in her front room. Make sure she's ticked off tomorrow's menu.
Yeah. We've got nothing on Major Knightley, but Jim Carver's insurance investigator came up with something interesting. Apparently the Major's had a string of claims.
What, fraudulent ones?
There's nothing proven. They all got paid up.
Well, any join his army background?
Yeah, I was coming to that. The man at the MOD thinks we've made a mistake about his army number. But the Major couldn't have been with the Queen's Royals because all their numbers begin with a 608, not a 545 like the Major's.
They tracked down the number I gave you?
They said they'd bring me back.
Did they say how long it would take?
No, look, I don't want to wait here, Eddie.
Well, hang on in there, Vix. If they get back with anything useful, call me on my mobile. Look, I'm running out of time. I'll have to go and see the Major now. I hope I got enough.
And what happens if Sergeant Cry sees me?
Well, look, forget about Cryer. It's my problem. Oh, and Vix, have you thought about giving Dave Quinnan that drugs raid slot?
Why should I?
All right, OK, just forget it. Just give me Major's insurance details, yeah? All right, 1 antique oriental chess set, yeah?
You know straight away when things aren't right. You find all the taps turned on, and they say that's what the man told them to do, keep the water running. When you check, their little bit of money's gone. It's really heartbreaking when you have to explain it.
Excuse me, Synth. 600 from 469, receiving.
Go ahead, Polly.
Yeah, Jim, I think we've got a fish on the hook.
Lima 48 Golf, Hotel Mike, Blue Corsa.
Checking that, Polly.
Where are you, Paul, and where's your next stop, over?
Larkfield Street, heading north. Next call is 22 Wennell Street.
On way.
I understand you've been consistently unlucky when it comes to theft, sir.
Yes, got away with a lot.
Well, I'm not just talking about today, sir. I mean over the years.
Sorry.
1 antique oriental chess set, specialist stamp collection, Persian carpets, even a grandfather clock.
Oh, I see you've been checking with the insurance bonds. Standard procedure, I suppose.
Not really, but I like to do my homework.
Of course you do. It has nothing to do with this. I've just been damned unlucky.
Yeah, you certainly have been. You're also the only person in this street to be burgled.
Well, I suppose they don't need to fleece anybody else now. They've skinned me.
Yeah, and you aren't even visited by Meals on Wheels.
Is that significant?
Well, all the other people conned by your bogus social services lady get their din-dins delivered. Except you, of course. Now, whoever took your medals wasn't the person who conned their way up Bailiebrook Drive and Tallow Street.
Well, I gave you an exact description of the woman.
Yeah, you did, but you could have got that from someone else who was robbed. Someone who lives in Tallow Street, like, for example, your friend Georgie Hamwell.
I think I need to have a little sit down. I get the occasional dizzy spell.
Of course, Major.
I feel a bit queasy, actually.
Oh, yeah. Could I get you something, Major?
Scotch.
Scotch. Hold on. Hiya. Vix, how you doing? Well, that was quick. Yeah? Really? And what did the army have to say?
From Sierra Oscar.
600 receiving, over.
Read your car check. Lima 48 Golf Hotel Mike, Blue Corsa. Last registered keeper Thomas Hannon, 18 Wellesley Road. No reports.
Received out.
They don't get a move on, they'll lose her. Oh look, they're having a bit of a barney in there.
Hello. Bingo. Bold as brass.
So how do you explain, huh? No evidence of a Major William Knightley ever having served with the Queen's Royals. Yeah, there was a Corporal William Knightley, but, well, he was in the catering corps.
Coincidence?
Very much so. Yeah, he also shares the same place and date of birth as you. And, amazingly, he's got the same army number. Suppose that's coincidence, too. Yeah, no record of him being awarded the Military Cross, sir.
Tell me. I've had the 2 detectives, I had the sergeant. Not sure where you stand in all this.
Well, I'm the person most interested in you getting your medals back. Come on, Major. I'm running out of time. We both know who's got your Military Cross, don't we?
That's it then. Follow me.
Here he comes. Cheeky. Evil cur.
469 from 600, over.
Go ahead, Jim.
Can you return to your last client, over?
Why?
We think she's been turned over. We need to establish exactly what's been stolen, over.
Received.
Thanks, out. Well, they're not in any hurry, are they?
Too cocky.
If anyone had been awarded this like they'd have won the war single-handed.
Well, I sort of collect them, see?
Hey, like stamps.
Like stamps. The thing is, I haven't put in the insurance claim on this yet, so there hasn't actually been an offence, has there?
You mean apart from attempting to obtain property by deception and wasting police time?
Oh, you want a nitpick. Thing is, I've got rather partial of pulling the odd flanker.
Yeah, well, that I can believe.
Oh, I can see you're a man after my own heart. That's why you rumbled me. Those 2 flash detectives and that grumbling old sergeant, they all fell for it, didn't they? Hook, line and sinker. But you spotted it. Do you know why? Because it takes one to spot one. Actually, I've got rather attached to being known as a major.
Sorry, can't help you there.
The thing is, what do I have to do to get out of this mess?
You write a sort of informal confession. You give it to me, I see what I can do.
Oh, wrong.
Right, you start with the date and the time at the top. You put 5:15.
24:40.
Look, Corporal Bill, you help me, I'll help you.
I get it. 2 flankers.
And play up your age. Your best way out may be to plead senility.
The gold engagement ring's got quite a large diamond. And the Victorian locket's got a picture inside of Mrs. Welland Bowyer's late husband. You got all that?
Received. Thanks, Polly. We'll pull them in now.
So yours, Reg?
Received.
Oh, you're the officer in the case, Duck. Do you want it?
It's your arrest, Jim. Go for it.
Right.
Come here, son. Oh, no, look what you've done to my door. You nicked. Well, kept you. He's rung up a 5 already.
Trying to avoid Sergeant Cry kept me.
Yeah, well, I need to be back. I've got to be somewhere.
Eddie, what's going on?
Lone Ranger business.
You're supposed to be in Sergeant Cry's office in 5 minutes.
He'll have to wait. I've got something more important to do.
You are crazy.
No, I'm not. Believe me, this is the best way out.
Well, is there anything more I can do to help?
No, not now, Vix. Oh, actually, Vicky, yeah, there is something. You could, go back to the Nick and let Dave Quinnan have that drugs race slot.
Oh, not that number again?
No, Vix, it's more selfish than that, yeah? I've thought of something better for you to do.
Like?
Like, when you knock off tonight, you go back to my flat and let yourself in.
And?
Yeah, really, Vix, you know, be back at my place. I'll bring some decent food and drink. And,
Then what?
We get really close and...
Well, what exactly does that entail?
Well, you know what I'm saying.
All right.
You won't regret it. Oh, and while you're waiting, check out those paint charts. Choose me some wild colours. Cheers.
5 years we've been married, and 5 years he's kept me waiting. Meet Mr. Percy.
How you doing? All right.
Lucas?
Yeah, sorry about the time. Be late for my own funeral, won't I?
Well, no one's ever late for that. Be a bit early. Well, let's find somewhere to have a little business talk. For starters, we give you £12,000 to clear off the club's debts.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
When we start laundering, you get 15% of anything that passes through.
It's a fantastic chance. It'll put us completely in the clear.
What do we have to do for it?
Nothing much. Keep your mouth shut.
Is it drugs money?
Your wife didn't think you'd have a problem with that?
No, I wouldn't. Would drugs be sold in the club?
My employer's interest in the drug trade isn't local, it's global.
Your employer?
Yeah. So what do you say then?
Sounds all right, okay.
Well, that's okay. We have a deal.
You have a deal? Good.
Great. Well, that's that then.
So, you'll be along to pick up our till receipts, do the VAT, and generally handle our books, will you?
I think I'm a wee bit too busy for that, pal. I've got over 100 other businesses to keep my eye on.
Do we get to meet your boss man?
Why?
It doesn't matter, love.
Well, I don't know. It's one thing doing a deal with him. It's another thing doing a deal with someone we never get to meet.
No problems there, Mr. Rawton. My boss likes to meet the people he does business with. He claims never to forget a face. He's out of the country at the moment, but I'll be in touch within the next 24 hours.
That's okay, then. I better give him my mobile number to arrange the meeting.
Oh, no, don't you worry about that, Mr. Rawton. We'll arrange it through Jess. Your wife's very good at coming on time. Oh, one other thing. $6,000 up front. That's half your initial payment. My boss likes to meet people once they've been, blooded. Oh, you'll be hearing from me. Be good.
Yes, we did it. I gotta go.
Hey, Eddie!
Get a cab!
What the hell are you on about, wanting to meet the boss man, Eddie?
Well, I'm not going to settle for the messenger boy when I can have the man at the top as well.
It's only supposed to last a couple of days.
Relax. Come on, relax. It's going to be all right, yeah?
Why don't I come back to your place tonight, try out the new bed?
Right. Look, didn't come. They said next week.
What about the money?
We'll get it later when I've nicked a pair of them.
That wasn't the deal!
It is now. Sunny on Nick, quick as you can.
Here's a tape.
How long can they give me?
Sign here. You've admitted burglary. The maximum for that is 14 years.
14 years? Well, they won't give me that, though, will they? It's my first offence. Surely they'd take that into consideration.
Yeah. And the people you burgled.
What do you mean?
Well, how sick and elderly they were. They'll take that into consideration, too. Now move it.
Just a man!
Eddie, yeah, look, I'm a bit late for my briefing, mate.
Paulie, I'm letting you a really quality drug spot.
Yeah, not now, Eddie.
3 seconds, Paulie. This is a big one.
Eddie, look, I just haven't got the time.
Look, the guy is an importer. He's global. So, Paulie, will you just listen to me? Now, this guy needs over 100 firms just to launder his drugs money, and I've got a meeting fixed up with him.
When?
Don't know. It's going to be soon. Paulie, I'm serious. I can deliver him for you. I said I was onto something big. You'll never get bigger.
What do you want me to do?
2 things. Now, 1, be ready to organise your boys when it's time for the hunting party.
All right, and 2?
You make sure that job you've got is saved for me. You won't do better.
All right, we'll see.
Good. Sorry, Paulie, in a hurry. You know my number? Ring it.
What time do you call this?
Sorry, sir. Something came up.
We'll have another bed delivered, were we?
No, Sarge.
Right, we'll shut the door. Let's get this over with. You will recall that we've had to have this kind of talk before.
Yes, I remember.
But the last time, no disciplinary action was taken.
That's right.
But today is different. Earlier, you admitted skiving off from leafleting Culmore Street and going back to your flat.
Yes, Sarge.
Well, as it stands, I've got you down for neglect of duty, failing to obey a lawful order, failing to be at your allocated place of duty. All 3 very serious disciplinary offences. Now, I warned you the last time not to be out of order again.
You did, Sarge.
So can you give me any reason why I shouldn't take this matter upstairs? Yes!
I'm sorry to interrupt, Sarge, but have you got a moment?
No, not at the moment, Jim.
Tis rather important, Sarge.
Well, you'll have to give me a minute or 2, Jim. Eddie and I are sorting something out.
Yes, I appreciate that, Sarge, but that's why it is important.
All right. You wait here.
So, Eddie's failure to leaflet the Major's house has got nothing to do with him going back to his flats. According to Vicky Hagan, he was trying to cultivate an informant and he left Colmore Street to go and see him. And it's true, Sarge. Vicky saw him talking to the bloke in a pub.
That's still no excuse for him neglecting his street duties.
The point is, Sarge, it was Eddie's snout that gave us the Meals on Wheels link. Eddie passed it on to me. Somebody thought it about time I'd get another result.
So what you're telling me is that it's because of Eddie Santini we've got those two banged up?
Yes, Sarge.
Right. Well, thanks for keeping me informed. Jim Carver has just given me his explanation of events. Why did you invent all this nonsense about beds and delivery men being late?
I'd agreed Jim should take the credit for putting two and two together. I didn't want to show him up, Sarge. Well, you know what it's like in uniform. We stick together.
Yes, but sometimes you can go too far. Because you failed to do your job properly today, an elderly war veteran lost his military cross and other valuable medals, and they haven't been recovered yet. And I doubt they will be.
I think this might help there, Sarge. It seems the Major, he's not all he cracks himself up to be. Only took a few simple checks to sort him out. He's really playing old Corporal Bill Knightley from the Catering Corps. Probably spent his war no further afield than Aldershot. Mind you got to hand it to the old boy. Still pretty good at pulling people's plonkers.
Well, you should have brought him back here to make a proper statement.
I know, Sarge, but he is quite old. Well, as you can see, his confession's dated and timed.
Yes, I did notice that.
Well, that's why I was late, Sarge. I thought you wouldn't mind given the circumstances. It's nice to know no burglary took place because I was away talking to Miss Snout. Mind you, the main thing is, of course, that Jim and Duncan have nicked the real bogus callers.
Yes, you better go now, Eddie.
And?
Trouble with Eddie Santini is he's a loose cannon. Always got his own agenda.
Trouble with Eddie Santini is he's a flash git.
He's a slippery flash git.
Got off the hook again then, did he, Bob?
Oh, you know me and Cryer. No probs. As promised, food and vino rosso. What do you want that for?
I've made the bed.
Nice. It's all very, very nice.